talk about Mary Kom. All of India knows what she's brought to this country. She will go down as one of India's greatest Olympians, and not just for the fact that she got us a medal, but for everything that she's done for the sport over all these years, the academy that she runs, etc. You've had a chance to interact with her at multiple points over the last several years. Talk to us a little bit about Mary Kom and what stands out about who she is as a person, and what we see in the boxing ring is probably just one aspect of Mary Kom. Tell us a little bit more about her.
See, Mary, as you know, she comes from Manipur. She's from Imphal. And, well, I was very lucky to see her box for the first time in the US, where at the first World Championship in Scranton, she picked up a medal. And I was surprised because here's a little puny little Assamese girl, sort of a thing, a Northeastern girl in the ring, moving about quite enthusiastically. And since women boxing had just started, the competition was also to a limited extent. But the enthusiasm with which she participated in every event and the way she trained, I mean, I've seen her at 4 or 5 championships, world championships, where she's won gold. Again, total dedication, fitness to the core, and commitment. How to get better with every event. And she's been a role model. And she was very lucky because very often they say God favors the person who really puts in his heart. And she'd been doing that for years. And when the opportunity came in London in 2012, there were only 3 weight categories. So she had to put on a little bit of extra weight because she was in a lower weight category. And to make the Olympic weight category, she had to put on a bit of extra pounds and, get into the right weight category, for which she again went through proper nutrition, proper weight training, medical advice, physios. I mean, and believe me, for a young lady who's already a mother with commitments to the family and to be physically strong at the age of 30 plus, it takes a lot of guts.
It takes a lot of. She is a mother of 4 now. She's 38 years old. Mind you, a 38-year-old mother of 4 stepping into the boxing ring, putting herself on the line every single time she wears the gloves. She's more than just a boxer to the people in India. She's an inspirational in so many ways. And it's just wonderful to have someone like her represent the country and wear the tricolors. And I wanted to, as we continue talking about Mary Kom, talk to us about that final bout. It was unfortunate to see her reaction after the final bout, where she thought that she had won, only to find out, in fact, I think a couple of hours later, only to find out that she didn't win. And she was a little disappointed because she thought she did well in rounds 2 and rounds 3. And she was obviously candid with the media and expressing her disappointment with how it went. Talk to us a little bit about that. And is this something that happens often in boxing? Because it's obviously subjective and you're there, it's the consensus of the judges. What do you make of that entire episode?
Well, let me start at the beginning. For example, as far as Mary Kom is concerned, she's in a particular weight category where there were 26 boxers, which is the largest participation in any weight category for women at Tokyo. So she was going to have a little longish run before she came into the medal contentions, number one. She started extremely well, in the sense, the first bout that she had, which was almost on the second day itself, where she went through quite reasonably well, though it was a 4-1 decision. The second bout which was there, I think she I mean, this is what I can gather from what I could see her during the bout. She was a little slow in the first round because, you know, you tempo the bout depending upon your own fitness levels, on your perception as to the other boxer, as to, you know, whether she can last the full 3 rounds. And because of this little slow tentative start that she had in the first round, she was down in the scoring of 4 judges. There was 1 judge who gave it to her, but 4 judges gave it to her opponent. The second round, I mean, the coaches must have definitely have told her, Mary, you got to go out. And since the scores are shown after each round, the coach pick up the pace and go all out. That's what she did in the second round. She won the second round. What we call technically won the second round. 3 judges gave the round to her, but 2 judges gave the round to her opponent. The coaches must have told her, Mary, you won this round, but the third round is more important and you got to go all out. Again, fitness levels come in, age comes in, various things come in, but she started the bout, the third round, extremely well. There was a stage of time in between she was a little slowish, but at the end of the third round, 3 judges gave the bout to her, and 2 judges gave the bout to the other girl. Now, based on the fact that the coaches must have told her, wow, you won the third round too, she presumed probably that having won the 2 rounds, she's going to be the winner. But unfortunately, or the way things were in the scoring pattern, the other girl won the bout for the simple reason that there was the common judges were not there, which were giving her the bout, I mean, second round and the third round. And because of which she lost that particular bout. It didn't strike her because, I mean, like I said, you're now focusing on the fact that, okay, they announced the winner and the other girl put up a hand and what have you. And this is why she presumed that she's okay, she's on the good side. And the coach also said, probably he was saying that she was recollecting the fact that you're winning, you know, and that's where it stopped. So, and I think many people do know the fact that she had a little bit of an issue with her uniform, where they made a change. It takes a little bit of adjustment, and she's too experienced a girl to have you worry about it. But the fact of the matter is, yes, it was a very, very close bout, but she lost it on a 3-2.
When you watch it, are you scoring as well?
To an extent, I look at the bout. I mean, to be very fair, you've got to watch it intensively.
Yeah.
And you're watching it on TV, you're not seeing all the blows that come through. You have an impression, but that impression isn't good enough when the bout is close. Because you're missing some of the blows, which, don't forget, you've got 5 judges sitting in the 4 corners of the ring. When you're watching a bout, you're watching it from one direction on television. So you are missing a few things, which could be blows which can add up to somebody else's score. And like I said, this is, I mean, it's like we don't have a video referral like you have in hockey, where the referee or the team can challenge a decision, and you go to a third umpire who looks at the TV replays and gives it back to you. This is there in badminton. This is there in soccer. This is there now in most sports. It's slowly coming in.
Yeah.
So it was rather unfortunate, but she'd taken it well initially, in the sense that she probably realized when she saw the scores that, hey, But I mean, one of her colleagues had the experience in the past of objecting, and she ran into a lot of trouble. So she did not push it any further as far as I can see. Though she has mentioned, I mean, the press sometimes does say that she's going to take it further with the Tokyo Boxing Task Force and whatever, but it's not something which she will push it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She's given it her best.